Here's some of the stories trending this week at NASA. NASA held a news conference April 4th at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory with participation from NASA headquarters to preview the final phase of the Cassini spacecraft's mission to Saturn. On April 26th, Cassini will begin its grand finale, a series of deep dives between the planet and its rings. No other mission has ever explored this unique region that is so close to the planet. Cassini will make 22 orbits that swoop between the rings and the planet before ending its 20-year mission on September 15th with a final plunge into Saturn. The mission team hopes to gain powerful insights into the planet's internal structure and the origins of the rings, obtain the first ever sampling of Saturn's atmosphere and particles coming from the main rings, and capture the closest ever views of Saturn's clouds and inner rings. Pre-launch training continues for Expedition 5152, the next crew headed to the International Space Station. NASA's Jack Fisher and Fyodor Yurchagin of the Russian space agency Roscosmos participated in traditional ceremonies in Star City, Russia, April 3rd, with members of the backup crew. 2 days later, the group headed to the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan for final preparations for the launch of Fisher and Yurchagin on April 20th. The pair is scheduled to spend 4.5 months on the space station. NASA, Orbital ATK, and United Launch Alliance are now targeting April 18th for the launch of Orbital ATK's 7th contracted commercial resupply services mission to the International Space Station. ULA has developed a plan to resolve an earlier booster hydraulic issue and is moving forward with launch processing. Orbital ATK's Cygnus spacecraft will lift off on an Atlas V rocket from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. Cygnus will carry several tons of supplies and experiments to the space station. NASA's acting administrator Robert Lightfoot was in Colorado Springs, Colorado the week of April 3rd. During the trip, Lightfoot visited the facilities of several NASA industry partners. On April 5th, he visited Lockheed Martin, one of the American companies supporting development of NASA's Orion spacecraft. The next day, Lightfoot visited Ball Aerospace, which is working on several NASA missions, including the James Webb Space Telescope, and he visited Sierra Nevada Corporation. Sierra Nevada is developing its Dream Chaser spacecraft to deliver cargo to the International Space Station under NASA's Commercial Resupply Services 2. On April 3rd, NASA announced the winners of its Human Exploration Rover Challenge. Ramon Quinones Medina High School of Yabucoa, Puerto Rico, won first place in the high school division with a time of 4 minutes 12 seconds. The University of Puerto Rico at Humacao, Team 1, won the college university division with a time of 4 minutes 21 seconds. The annual event, managed by Marshall Space Flight Center, challenges students to design, build, test, and race lightweight and human-powered vehicles, both as a research project while highlighting NASA's commitment to inspiring new generations of scientists, engineers, and explorers. On April 6th, former NASA astronaut and U.S. Senator John Glenn was interred at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. Glenn, who passed away December 8, 2016, at the age of 95, served 4 terms as a U.S. Senator from Ohio and was one of NASA's original 7 Mercury astronauts. His flight on Friendship 7 on February 20, 1962, made him the first American to orbit Earth. The riveting flight united our nation, showed the world that America was a serious contender in the space race with the Soviet Union, and secured for him a unique place in the annals of history. And that's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on social media and visit www.nasa.gov/twan.